Lore After Midnight. Episode 3, The Train Without a Conductor. You hear it before you see it. A low hum, a rattling in the bones. The sound of something ancient moving towards you. And you know, deep down, it shouldn't be moving at all. Welcome to Lore After Midnight, a podcast that drags forgotten horrors out of the shadows and into the cold light of night. Tonight, the train is coming. Don't be on the tracks. Case first appeared near the village of São Nicanor in the southern countryside of Brazil. The train, no smoke, no sound of steam. Just the quiet, mechanical screech of metal on rusted rails that hadn't seen movement in decades. Locals watched it pass by the old station, Estação Santa, abandoned since 1971, as if it never stopped running, as if time itself had been waiting. But there was no conductor, no lights, just open doors. The first man to board was drunk. He said he wanted to see where it went. He never came back. A week later, his cousin saw the train again. She stepped aboard, drawn by a strange melody, like a lullaby made of backwards whispers. She returned 2 days later, but she was no longer the same. She didn't speak, didn't eat, didn't blink. She just stared at the walls. And when they finally institutionalized her, she left a single sentence scratched into her bedroom floor. The train eats time. More people boarded in the weeks that followed. Some came back, cut. They were never whole. They spoke in riddles, or not at all. One boy could only say the date, June 4th, 1893, over and over. Another, a teacher, screamed when he saw his own reflection, said it wasn't his face anymore. One returnee was found walking barefoot along the tracks, skin covered in ash, whispering, "I saw the end, and it has no eyes." A retired station master named Salgado decided to investigate. He brought cameras, GPS, a Bible, and his grandfather's railroad watch. He knew every line in that region, but when the train arrived, it wasn't on any of them. The markings on the train didn't match any Brazilian company. The numbers were upside down. The clocks inside ran backward. The only readable thing was a symbol carved into the inside of one of the wagons, a serpent devouring its own tail, the Ouroboros. He didn't come back either. His body was found weeks later, hundreds of kilometers away, buried in the foundation of an abandoned church. But the strange part, he was still holding his grandfather's watch, and it was ticking. Back in São Nicanor, stories multiplied. Some said the train was a relic of hell, others that it was a spiritual quarantine zone, trapping cursed souls mid-transit. One priest claimed it was a mobile purgatory, a liminal space designed to digest those who tampered with the unknown. It's also said that the train can only be seen by those who lost something, a lover, a child, a piece of themselves. The more broken you are, the more likely you'll hear it coming. And when you do, you'll follow. The night it passed through Arroio Pratu, a radio amateur captured the sound of its wheels. When analyzed, the sound waves showed something impossible, a voice whispering coordinates. Those coordinates led to a restricted military zone, surrounded by barbed wire with no listed purpose. Ties this to Project Ouroboros, classified memo found in a declassified military archive dated 1972. Subject 12 entered Phase 4, transit vessel en route to Anchor Point. Observation team compromised. Ouroboros symbol successfully integrated into memory field. Whatever the train is, it isn't just steel and steam, it's a machine for unraveling reality, and it's still running. If you see it, don't board. And if you already did, you may not even know you're gone. This was the third anomaly tied to Project Ouroboros, and the serpent's loop is tightening. You've just heard Lore After Midnight. If the story chilled your spine, follow the podcast and leave us a review. Have a terrifying tale of your own. DM us. Your story might be our next stop. After midnight,